Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Flattard Friday. Today we're going to be talking about two things, M-bends and schizotypy. Stick around to find out more. M-bends. Crap, really? Awesome. So the rest of the world get a beautifully engineered German car and we get a flat earther with a video called 3 Things to Wake You Up. Sweet.
Dear Glow believers, this video is for you.
But what if we don't want this video? Anyway, before we look at M-bends, schizotypy. I've been curious about what causes people to buy into conspiracy theories like the earth being flat so easily, and I came across a paper written by Professor Joshua Hart from Union College, New York. Schizotypy is actually on the schizophrenic spectrum. Now that's not to say people that believe in the flat earth or any other conspiracy theory are schizophrenic, but yeah, schizotypy. Professor Hart's research has shown that one major predictor of conspiracy belief is schizotypy. It's a constellation of traits that cause a person to be untrusting, ideologically eccentric, and prone to having unusual perceptual experiences. For example, sensing stimuli that aren't really there. Now obviously I will link the full article below because it is very interesting. But what it shows is that schizotypy is the strongest predictor of conspiratorial belief. And what it causes is the person to experience the world in a different or unusual way. And why? Because believing in like a non-mainstream idea, like the earth being flat, allows people to stand out from their peers and be different and unusual, which some people like. But they always feel the need to gravitate towards like-minded individuals. So you'll never really come across a flat earther that's a lone wolf. You'll always be part of a group of flat earthers. Anyway, back to M-bends and his 3 things you can do to wake yourself up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is M-bends back with another video for you here today. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things that you could do to wake yourself up.
Right, I thought he was going to be talking about his morning routine. I'm going to need to get my pen and pad out and take some notes on this. This has real potential.
Google something.
Google something.
Google something. Take something you've learned in school.
Maybe not as promising as I first thought then.
Whether that be, I know kids nowadays are learning about 9/11. You're learning about the wars. You're learning about presidential candidates. Google something. Google something. Learn about the moon landings. You learn about satellites being put up into space. You learn about a lot of different things in school that if you just took the time to sit down and Google some things, you might see some alternative opinions, alternative writings, alternative books, something different than you've been taught in school, because they always say the story is always told by the winner.
The story is always told by the winner, right? I'm not really sure what that even means, M-bends. And an alternative opinion doesn't necessarily mean that that opinion is right. The reason kids are taught the things they're taught in school is because we know that they are factually correct. And school is there to educate people. Okay, yeah, you can Google things, you can learn that way, but you can also find a lot of misinformation that way.
The narrative is always driven by someone who is controlling the material that you're learning every day in school.
Yeah, it's called the education system. And providing the information to teach the children isn't necessarily controlling what kids learn, because like you quite rightly say, they can learn things from Google, but you have to be very careful that you don't stumble across people like yourself. Because it seems that your whole theory based around learning is to abandon everything that's sane and rational and look at things from an alternative angle, which sometimes, you know, you do need to do. It's always nice to have an alternative viewpoint, but suggesting that kids stop paying attention in school and turn to the internet to find alternative information, it's not really the best advice you could be given.
Get into the next thing that you can do. Put down your government-issued school books.
Okay, step 2, put down your government-issued school books. But wasn't that step 1?
Put them down. Put them down.
And the government again.
You're going to learn all that stuff in school. Your teachers are going to tell you what you think you should know.
Get so typey.
School is designed to get you to remember and repeat. That's it. You're not really learning anything.
Not really learning anything. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Now, from my understanding, we go to school to be educated, to prepare us for adult life, to learn certain life skills that we're going to need to survive in the adult world. But okay, we don't learn anything in school. Let's go with that for now.
Now, the last thing that you can do, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, is talk to people.
Okay, so the first 2 things were exactly the same. Ignore everything you get taught in school. Push aside everything rational and proven scientifically, and Google stuff.
Talk to people. Talking to people is one of the best things that you could do to help expand your horizon. Kind of like how I talked about earlier with different narratives and learning different things. Same thing with talking to people.
He's not wrong. Talking to people is an excellent way to learn new information. But it depends which people you're talking to. Okay, down in the comments, would you like your kids to sit down and have a chat with M. Benz and his educational beliefs? I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but go on, leave a comment below and see if I'm right.
So it's nice to go out and talk to people who may have a different viewpoint on something and may show you something that you didn't see that makes you think and go,
Yeah, I didn't think about that before. Okay, so are you implying that there may be somebody who's gone out and they can actually see, observe and prove that the earth is flat? No, they can't, because it isn't.
So that's something that you can do right now to expand your horizons, to learn things from different viewpoints, is just going out and talking to people. So if you go out and you talk to people, like I said earlier, it could have been people who've been alive during these things that actually happened. People could have been involved in these things that actually happened. Just going out and talking to people is one of the best things that you can do to get different viewpoints and hear different narratives to help wake yourself up.
You're right, everyone does have a different viewpoint on things. Some viewpoints are right, some viewpoints are wrong. Being an alternative viewpoint doesn't make it right, and it doesn't justify throwing out everything that we know has been scientifically proven to be correct. It's just lunacy.
So that's one of the things that you can do right now to help expand your horizon and help wake yourself up.
Okay, kids, he's kind of right. It is valuable to speak to different people, get different viewpoints, different people's idea, their experiences of a particular subject. But if they're a flat earther, you need to go Usain Bolt, top speed, in the other direction.
People always ask me, how did I come to the flat earth revelation?
Revelation.
I was telling them I've been expanding my horizons. I've been questioning things, questioning the narrative that our government was pushing on us with these government-issued school books. So by the time Flat Earth came around, it wasn't something that was so far-fetched, so crazy to me, because like I said, it's something I've been out there talking to people. I've been put down my government school books. I've been out there researching, Googling, YouTubing, and just getting all different viewpoints and different narratives. So now when I hear something, it doesn't just jump off as crazy to me. You ever tried that? You ever walk up to somebody and just say something totally random about our government or world conspiracies, and they go, whoa? That's because that person you're talking to has not expanded their horizon, has not talked to enough people, has not had enough important conversations in their life for that not to be a shock.
Sorry, I've got to disagree with you there. They don't go, whoa, because they've not had enough important conversations. They go, whoa, because they can't believe what you're saying because you're a gullible idiot.
Now, am I saying that I believe everything that's out there? No. but at least I have the know-how to take it in, soak it in, do some research on it, and gain my own narrative and my own opinion on the subject. If you don't want to be like the sheeple out there, the CNN, Fox News watching sheeple, and you want to wake yourself up and expand your horizon, I just gave you guys a good list of things that you could do right now to wake yourself up and expand your horizon.
Sorry, M-Benz, but no, you didn't. And I'm not even entirely sure that 3 items constitutes a list. The first 2 things were exactly the same. Put down your government school books, ignore everything you were taught in school. And the third one is go out and talk to people, in which case you could just as easily be gaining incorrect knowledge. So, yeah, great list.
So this has been it. Just want to touch on that.
Touch on what? Ooh, no, don't touch me. Any final words, M-Benz?
Peace.
Aw, peace to you as well. How do I end this video? We started off by talking about schizotypy. And I don't want to throw accusations around, but the one thing that stands out more than anything else to me about M-Benz is his massive distrust in the government. Yeah, just make of it what you will. He buys into the flat earth theory because he Googles things, YouTubes things, and talks to people. Now, I'm not really sure who these people are, but maybe he should not be talking to them, because if this is the type of information that he's coming away with, then it's probably not the best idea. And one thing to remember as well, this guy's got kids who are in school. He has made videos about his kids and the flat earth, and he has said, in fairness to him, that he doesn't push the flat earth onto them. But if they ask, you know, he'll mention it to them in subtle ways, I think was how he put it, which to me is very dangerous because it directly conflicts with everything they're being taught in school. Yeah, just M-Benz. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Give the video a thumbs up, although I'm sure that, as always, there'll be plenty of people willing to give it a thumbs down. And I will see you again on Tuesday for Creaky Weekly. Catch you later, guys. Bye. Don't forget about the playlists. See you later. Bye.